Hello, Jeff.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, everyone.
Food evening.
Yeah, it is.
Only because
Thanks.
I've been watching the chat.
Oh, have you? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So I got an iPad set up separately to watch the chat and try to keep in tune with what's going on. So thanks, everyone, for making time tonight to join our charity auction. Nick won't be joining us. He may pop in later, but he is super busy. And it was kind of him to give us some time on the show. So um, I'm thinking we might want to see if we got any questions in the chat. Let me bring up some slides first, and we'll get started.
Tom will be the slide master tonight.
I will
be
try,
the chat keeper.
The ringmaster. All right, one second. All right. There we go. So Jay, can you make it so
Jay has made the magic.
There we are. Okay, cool. That's perfect. So a few folks have asked me, what was behind my idea to do this, and of course with Jeff joining. For me, it was Daryl's Facebook post the day of the shooting. I don't know if you guys saw it, but they had shot photos of the whole squad earlier in the day, and within hours, Officer Roscoe was dead. And I just thought about how drastic of a change that is for someone, for everyone around him. And I think the idea of seeing Daryl just a little over a week earlier, and being very happy, very excited, and then see these photos and see how fast life can change. It seemed like it would be a good idea to reach out to folks, especially since we had all been together, recently. There seemed like there could be potentially a lot of momentum behind this. So I reached out to Jeff, who knows Daryl very well, and he agreed that it'd be a good idea to do something. But it really wouldn't have been possible without having everybody who donated art, and of course Nick, who has always had made a priority for supporting the community in a manner like this. So thanks to everybody for making time.
Yep. Also like to give a shout out to Ruben for letting me jump on Sunday on his channel to promote it, and Colin, who got it into the CAF news this week. Just so everyone in the community, thanks for helping us wing this on the fly and get it put together.
Yeah, so we want to have a little fun with this, and I think the pieces that are available tonight, they're not expensive, but for us, maybe you were to OAX and you want to unload some pieces now that you got some new pieces, or just want to add a couple affordable pieces to your collection. Here's the opportunity to do so. We've got about 36 pieces tonight. I think that was the last one. Yeah, it was 36 was the last one. There's going to be some bumps because Jeff and I are new at this, but we'll do our best to make it right. As soon as you see the art, you guys can start bidding. Jeff is going to watch the chat for the bids, and I'll kind of talk through the art. I'll try to keep track of the chat as well.
Tom does have a timer for each piece, just because Marcus has asked the question.
Yeah. So there is a timer. That's really kind of the end of regulation. We'll probably do a countdown to allow for the lags. We'll do the fair warning kind of thing.
Because as folks like to point out, remember that Tom and I are about 8 seconds in the future, the way that YouTube and all does the streams. So we will try to give a little bit of time. But again, if you are interested in bidding, I'd say get the bid in early and not try to wait till the last second.
Yeah, no sniping for the sake of keeping this smooth. So Yeah, so when the timer ends, we're the auction will end when officially when Jeff says like sold to somebody for the price. Payments, shipping, and stuff. If you've got a Zelle or a check, you can send that to me. Contact me if you have my email. If you don't, just track me down on CAF. It's Tom McDonald, or there's these little URLs if you can go back and type those in. And if you've got Venmo, you can go through Jeff. We're going to skip PayPal. They take too much. If that's a problem, just take a check or send a check, and we'll
work it out.
Yeah, we'll work it out. That's kind of the mantra tonight is we'll work it out. We're going to make donations on behalf of all of us to the Friends of Darrell, to the account that's already set up for the children of Officer Roscoe. Shipping, we'll try to keep it a $25 flat fee for 11 by 17s and 15 for things that are smaller. If you're out of the 48, we'll work it out. And there'll be cases where a couple pieces of arts that are bundled together will be coming from two different places. We'll cover the cost if that's the case. And being that a lot of people contributed art, some of the people are traveling, we'll try to make sure the art gets shipped out within 10 days of payment. Probably less, but considering we weren't planning on doing this and we're not an auction house, so it might take a little time.
And since I'm sitting in a hotel room in Phoenix right now.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a few days before I'm back to Vegas. So
yeah. So if there are questions, you guys want to pop them into the chat, we'll try to address them real quick. Otherwise, we'll work it out. So let's get started. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, it's Marcus. He's got a comment. What does it say? Oh, there's a contest. There's a Marcus comment contest. So pick two numbers from 1 to 36 and put them in the chat. And just put them in the chat with a space between the two numbers. So it's 7 and 18 or whatever. Just pick two with a space to do. Put them in the chat. Marcus will pop up during the auction of two of the pieces. And if your number is one of those two pieces, you're going to get a prize, something from Nick. We haven't figured it out yet, but he said it'll be something good. And we'll have to go back and figure out who the winners are. And we'll send out a note or something.
Yeah, we will email you after the show when we have time to go back and review all of your entries in the comments.
I see those coming in. Good. And make sure you keep track of your own numbers too, in case we can't find them. All right, now for real, let's get started. So the first piece comes from a donation from Alberto, who's got a heart as big as his collection.
As big as Cap's shield.
Yeah, there you go. He reached out to Jiggy and was able to get commission as part of his donation. So it's Jim Jimenez. This is an example of Jim's work. Newell just had recently another Jimenez work posted that was done in color. So I just wanted to pop that up too. So we're going to start the bidding at $99. And I know that I got a chance to look through CAF and all of Jim's work. And I had no idea that, the caliber of that work was out there at, this reasonable of a price. So he was at OAX. And now, of course, I wish I had an opportunity to go and meet with him. But it's definitely on my list.
Yep, and Kabi just jumped in with a 150 bid, and Tariq has moved it to 175.
Oh no, it's correct, Kabi. That's why it's
correct. This is for a commission spot, and it'll be your character choice. And as it says there on the screen right now, if you go to Next Comic Art, these retail for $250. So.
Okay, we're closing. Anyone? Oh, good job, Kabi. Thanks. Come on, this is a nice piece. Any character you want.
So the clock on our end is down. So fair warning. Right. So that's going to go to Kavi for $200.
Thank you, Kavi. Well done.
Thanks, Kavi.
Appreciate it. Next one. Some guy named Mannix drew up a sketch card just for this this event tonight, and Alfredo also pick this up and work this out with Mannix directly. Picked it up this week.
This is fresh.
This is fresh.
You can still smell the ink on it.
You can. Nice, Marcus. Thank you. Up 200. Good.
Yep. So say Tom's starting the clock. So
thank you, Bob.
We'll keep this one going. And as you can tell, we're going to keep a brisk pace tonight. We know it's Valentine's Day and folks may have dinner reservations. So
thanks, ML.
Thanks, Mikhail.
Oh, is that Mikhail? Thanks, Mikhail. Okay, counting down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Fair warning.
Fair warning. Thanks. The clock is expiring on our end, so we're going to call that one for Mikhail at 2:50.
Thank you, Mikhail. Appreciate it. We'll get this out to you soon. At least Alfredo will. Or Alberto will.
Since it is the season of punny Valentine's Day cards, that was a super bid and a super buy.
It was. Miles, for you guys that don't know him, Miles is the guy who did my last year. See that? Oh, there's a delay. He did my Rorschach. He was at the show. And this
is a pre-done card, correct, Tom? This is the Wolverine card that you will receive.
Correct. Yeah, He had these at OEX. He had these out on his booth. He had like 5 or 6 of them at $100, and they sold pretty quick.
So Marvelously Sketched just got in ahead of Tariq at the 150 bid.
And I had a chance to interview Miles for a video I put together of the show. And in it, he talked about how Jim Lee was a big influence of his. That was the first artist he actually started sketching from. So maybe there's a little bit of Jim Lee in what he's doing here. I don't know, but he's also kind of made the transition from card art to covers. You saw those 2 covers he did for the Stranger Things Dungeons and Dragons issues that are coming out soon. We're at 150.
And I haven't seen the clock pop up yet, Tom.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong. Let me do this. There we go.
There we go. So we'll give this one a little bit. Again, we're winging this on the fly. So
we sure are.
We guarantee technical difficulties. It's part of our charm. Okay, we've got a 165 bid from Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
175 for Marvelously Sketched.
Perfect.
We're down to the last 5 on our end. Hopefully anyone else that wants to bid is going to get it in because the clock is expiring. So we're going to call this one for Marvelously Sketched at 175. Thank you.
Thank you. And if you missed that opportunity, how about another one from Miles?
Why not do a Spider-Man?
Why not do a Spider-Man? So Miles was a software developer, coder, and a software manager for about 20 years. And then he decided, he got up the gonads to leave his day job and become an artist. And I think he did a pretty good job. He seems to be in growing demand. So,
hey guys, I'm sorry to jump in real quick. So Tom got a bid at 185. I just want to make sure that it was for this card and he wasn't delayed in bidding on the last card before I.
All right.
So Marvelously Sketched is at 175. Tom, if that was a 185 bid, and Mikhail has jumped in with a 200 bid, so that would have bumped it anyway.
All right. And we're talking about.
We have now advanced past our current.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, so Marvelously Sketched has raised it to 210, and our clock is going. We have debugged that little slide shift. Thank you all for being patient and hanging in there with us.
Yeah, because we did not do a dress rehearsal.
Oh, and Tom says that
84.
was for Wolverine, so all good. So it looks like Marvelously Sketched at 210 as our clock expires is going to be our winner. Congrats
All right.
on 2 great Miles Wool cards there, Marvelously
Yeah.
Sketched.
Thanks, guys. All right, next lot, number 5. I gave you a sneak peek of this, and we're going to try something. We're going to try to buy it now on this first.
I'm going to take one quick second to let to let Tom in the chat know there is a live button down in the left corner.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
You seem to be a little bit behind the rest of the chat, so we may need to back up the rogue slide here.
Yep.
Tom on screen, so that we can get the rogue one going again. Just to be clear, so Marvelously Sketch got the Wolverine and the Spider-Man. And so now we'll do the rogue.
Yeah, so let's try buy it now first. I don't know if you guys have seen Jimbo's work. He did a lot of work for Transformers over at Boom. And
so the buy it now is $425 on this one.
Right. This is a real cool piece.
And then if not, we're going to do starting bids at 200.
All right, let's do that.
And so now we should all be on the rogue. And hopefully Tom in the chat has hit live and has refreshed and gotten closer to the rest of us. And Tariq is in for 200. Thanks, Tariq.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, we're getting down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the rogue again. Excellent.
And Tariq is going to get a great deal.
Yeah, great deal. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, by the way, I didn't call. This was from the collection of Michael McIsaac. I got to remember to do that. And this is from Carl. Really cool Dark Knight. This is a Brazilian artist, Rafael Albuquerque, I guess. Probably wrong.
Yep.
But he's been working in comics in the U.S. here now since 2005 on Animal Man, Batgirl, some creator-owned books. He's won an Eisner, a Harvey, and an Inkpot Award for his work on the Vampire book from Vertigo that was written by Scott Snyder. So nice piece, affordable starting price. Where are we?
Thanks, Nick. Jumping in at 200 on this piece.
Oh, good man.
This is a really nice piece, so especially at 11 by 17.
Yeah, right. Counting down. 8. Now I have to count down from here.
And I think
right.
Nick is going to come in for this one.
Nick gets a Dark Knight piece. Oh, wait, we got a late bid from Marcelo at 225, right?
And with the 8-second lag, we'll see if Nick wants to defer.
Yeah, we can keep going on this. 250 from JC.
Is there a way to restart the 30-second clock on this one, Tom?
Yeah, we could do that.
Some folks may have a bigger lag than we expected tonight. Again, in the bottom left corner of the screen, if you hover over the view window, it will give you an option to click a live button that should try to sync you closer to the stream. So right now, JC still has it at 250.
I think we're getting a new 30, so we actually got an extra minute. Hey, Rich, your pieces are coming up. I think we're good at
I think JC is going to hold. Oh, Marcelo comes in at 275.
Wow, look at that.
Again, sniping is going to be hard with the lag between the live stream and the chat.
So I'm going to give it another 10 seconds after this.
So we'll see if there's a counter. But I think Marcelo Mata has it for 275. Okay. Thank you, Marcelo.
Okay, we're going to call it. Thank you, Marcelo. So now we're getting to a page that I liked a lot. It's from kind of my era of collecting comics, dating myself. Kurt Swan didn't do a lot of Batman. So every time I see Kurt Swan do Batman, I kind of perk up, especially this type of this style of art. This is from World's Finest 230 from 1975, 50 years old. And for a piece this old, I think it's a very fair starting price at $250.
Yep, and as Mike just mentioned in the chat, put your bids in early because I'm watching on a separate iPad at the moment. We've got a 6 to 8 second lag between our live time and what you're seeing via YouTube or Facebook or wherever you're streaming us from.
All right, this one will go out to, maybe we'll do I'll restart this at the end if we got time.
Yep. Also, might not be a bad time to say, if we have unsold pieces and people are watching this on Rewind, please reach out to me or Tom, and we'll work something out over the weekend. We'll leave it available through Sunday.
A real nice piece by Peter Krause, who didn't do a lot of work, but I love the inks on this. Giordano is one of my favorites. Peter Krause did work on a series with Mark Waid about 15 years ago, Irredeemable, that has been on my redeem list for about 15 years. But I just like the full figure of Captain Marvel here, again, with these Giordano inks.
And thanks to Mr. Red Jack for this donation.
Yeah, thanks. All right, I'm going to start this at 11 cents, Marcus. I'll cover the difference. So 11 cents.
So we're going to give that one Marcus for 11 cents? Or do we want to roll that one back around?
No, I said I'd start at 11. I'll cover the difference. Anyone? Okay, there you go. Thank you, TJ. Know how Nick feels now.
Hey guys, is there any way to do 45 seconds?
I could just delay this. Yeah, I can do this manually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try that. I think maybe the 30 seconds plus the delay is kind of throwing people off a little bit. So
yeah, okay.
Yeah. And please hit that like for Jeff and Tom, y'all. They're doing a great job.
Well, we're doing a competent job.
We're doing a job.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think if I just click through the slides this way, I can kind of manually.
But remember, once the new slide comes up, you can start bids. So.
All right, where are we in this? TJ, I think you got yourself.
I think TJ is going to take it at 100.
Yeah. All right, cool. Thank you, TJ. Another one. This one is donated by Sean Chen, the artist on the piece. I got a chance to meet Sean in Baltimore. He really does some fantastic work. And this particular piece, he wanted me to point out that this was kind of a special piece to him because this is from the final issue of this series that he wrote with Chris Claremont. So he had kind of a soft spot for this piece. So I thought it was nice for him to donate this. And I'll just hold this at the end and I'll count it down.
Tom with the mental count.
Thanks, Nick.
Well, we'll give a couple seconds just in case someone wants to try to pull one out of under Nick's feet.
I'll count it down. 10. It does make sense to count it down because of the delay, right?
No, probably not.
All right, we're going to wrap it. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Nick.
This is one of mine, and I will actually start the bidding at $100 since this was my piece. I really like this series a lot. It's a series that got me back into reading comics. It was around the Infinite Crisis, Identity Crisis series. And I really loved what Brad Meltzer and Ed Benes did on this run of Justice League. But I've got my eyes set on a DPS from this series, so I thought I'd be able to give this up. No, started at 200, as you said. Okay, 200. Okay, Nick, 200. Nick and I had that same love for Justice League. Thank you, Nick. Okay, we're going to count it down. I think Nick gets another one. And I will ship together, Nick. Okay, here's one of Rich's, and boy, this is really cool. Rich does some great work. For many of you who don't know, Rich worked with Neil Adams at Continuity for a while. And it's really nice to have a cast member who's also an artist and has kind of this great history of not only working with great artists, but being a great artist himself. I just love the colors. In fact, I'm going to have Rich do some coloring work for me. But this is a real nice piece, one of two that he donated to the auction.
And I already beat Nick to it. So
Did you?
I did.
All right, Mike's at 50. I'm gonna keep this up for a bit. And I don't have the size in here. That's my fault. And Rich, what's the size on these?
Tyler's in for 75. Thank you,
Tyler.
Mr. Zinger himself.
Yeah, he got me hooked on those.
Yep, good to see West Virginia in the chat.
$100
$100
from Mike. Thank you. Rich said it's 8.5 by 11. Thanks.
Yeah, this one looks like a t-shirt. It's a nice design. That's a good one, Rich.
All right, we're gonna leave it at $100 for Mike. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike.
Here's another Spider-Man, the regular Spider-Man. I will start this at the same price. This would be another good t-shirt.
It would.
Rich, how do you do the logos? Are they hand-drawn?
Well, Tyler, I think is going to, yep, I think he's going to try for the second one.
He is. He's going to get a pair.
Mike got the first one, so Tyler may be out to get his. Yeah.
I'm counting it down. Logos are printed on the paper first. Okay.
So it's art in the circle.
Right.
Yep. It's another nice one.
That's how Leighton does his cover commissions. All right, I think we'll wrap it with Tyler. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Tyler. And thank you, Rich.
Oh, yeah, Rich, thanks.
Yep.
This is from Crees Lee, also one of the artists that I was introduced to by Carl. This is from his work on Iron Man, and Marvel doesn't turn Iron Man over to just anybody. Crees' work is really nice. He is actually working on a new comic for Carl. I don't remember how to hold this. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yep, you got it on screen there, Tom.
Yeah, I know. It's because of the lag. I look over and I don't see it.
Yep.
So that's Cree's work. You can look for Bladesmith. Kavi's at 150. Good call, Kavi. I'm going to wrap it up here quick.
I'd be tempted, but there's not enough lightsabers.
No, I understand.
But how can you resist a good Iron Man page?
Right. All right. Crease is going to Kavi. Thank you, Kavi.
Thank you, Kavi.
This page I really like a lot. I didn't even know who Luke Ross was. Sorry, I'm kind of in my own tunnel when it comes to collecting. But as I started to look, because the pencils were so light on this page.
That's because Luke's over in my tunnel because he's done some Star Wars work.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's back on Star Wars right now, actually.
But the pencil work on this is really nice. This is actually, I boosted the contrast on that particular image that's up on the screen just so you guys could see it. But then that's the original scan. Huh?
Hold on, folks. We're going to circle back to 14.
I must have that set wrong. Let me go back. All right. So I'm just going to count this down. Anyone?
Again, if we don't have interest, we may do a quick recap, or people that are watching this on Rewind can reach out to me or Tom.
Yeah.
And try to claim it after the show.
Yeah. All right. This is another one of mine. One of those artists that looked like it was in and out of the business, but you look at this art and you can't figure out why. This is really a beautiful.
And we're going to give Rom that Luke Ross page for $150. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it's yours. This is still on Anthony's site for $450. I got it at I got it in Baltimore from him, but I just got another Green Lantern page, and so I'm going to make this available.
And Nick's saying that if we get to 80 likes, we're going to do a Mannix foil giveaway.
Wow, outstanding. Nobody wants Kilowog kicking Sinestro's ass, huh? All right, we'll put it in the rewind. All right, next.
And I'll keep an eye out for any late bid on that number 15 piece.
From Carl, PG-13 Carl. JR Colossus sketch. If you always wanted a little JR in your collection, here you go. Every time I see Colossus, I can't. He's always going to be in my head, like dominated by the Deadpool version. Can't take him serious anymore. Jeff said 100. Tariq said 100.
A couple people all at the same time were thinking 100.
Yep.
We'll see if any of those other guys want to.
I'll keep this on for a little bit longer.
Yeah, Rich was just ahead of me.
125.
We got a 150 from JC.
Thank you, JC.
And our clock is expiring.
Yep. Count it down.
So,
JC, it's yours.
We'll call it for JC. Thank you.
Thanks. Strong Guy from Larry Stroman from Carl as well. I don't know anything about Strong Guy.
X Factor is where I know him from. And he's strong and a guy.
He looks like it.
Yeah. I mean, he's pretty straightforward.
I dated his sister in high school. Nick's at 60 on Strongman. Well, that still says Colossus. Sorry about the mistake. There's another one of my patented going through the slides too quick this morning.
Oh, I may get one in.
Did you get one in?
I think I did. We'll give another couple seconds, see if anyone wants to try to swipe one away from me as our clock is expired.
Oh, Rich is at 100.
You know, I will defer to Rich because I know he's an X collector. Actually, Steve, I'm not sure which one, since sometimes they both jump in under the R. Donnelly YouTube handle. But I think that's our winner. Thank you much.
Yeah, thank you.
100 to Rich. Thank you, sir.
From Matt, Chris Condis. Chris is one of those Renaissance artists that you would expect to be in Matt Kennedy's collection. He's a performer, he's an artist, he's a writer. And if you like Jokers, this is a pretty good creepy Joker.
It is.
Started at 75.
and I think it's worth a little bit more than that.
Oh, look at
Especially
you,
since
Jeff.
I can get crosstown free delivery with no
You
shipping.
can. That's right.
I may just take advantage of that. I don't know why there isn't more, Marcus. That's a good question. Bob McGann is going to take it away from me for 125, I think.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Bob. And our
See, I always
clock is
have trouble.
expiring. We're going to give it a couple seconds because of the lag time. But I think Bob's going to be our winner.
See, I don't have villains in my collection. That's why I don't get people who like walk around with Darth Vader shirt. He's a bad guy. I don't get it.
So Bob, thank you. 125. Bob McGann's our winner for the Joker piece.
This is from Vince Sanuco, and I didn't know who Vince was. He's an artist at 247 Comics, but I started looking into some of his work. Carl sent me this and said, "Hey, here's a JoJo from Vince." I didn't know who JoJo was, but this is a manga thing. So again, I'm trying to broaden my horizons. I'm learning a lot. But Vince, his art is like he's a beast. This is another one of his pieces that I found online. Just as an example, his art is like he looks. He's an artist who draws exactly like you would think he would look. This is just a real nice piece of art if you're into the manga stuff.
And that looks better than the $10 print he was advertising at his table there.
Yeah. Do you notice that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, thanks.
There's a lot of detail in there.
Got that, Marcus. Wings, right? Was that a Wings song or was that a Paul McCartney or was that a Beatles song, Marcus?
We'll throw that one out there for our Beatles fans. I'm sure someone in the chat will know the answer.
All right, it goes to Mike. Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Beatles. Thank you, CJ. Also from Matt, from Injustice, which I got familiar with by watching a friend of mine play the video game. But Bruno has done a lot of work.
But Bruno does not do a lot of traditional work anymore, is my understanding.
Really? Digital?
I think he is very much in the digital just because of the speed to get jobs done.
Yeah, sure. Well, that's the struggle that the artists have. They get more for their pages, but they get more pages done and higher, obviously at the pay rate.
Yep, I think our 30-second clock jumped a little quick on this one, so we're gonna let the bids come in for a few extra seconds. And I have not read this one, so I'm not sure, Rich.
It looks like you've got the Green Lantern folks down there. I think that's Superman up there on the left, and I don't know who that character is up on the right.
Shazam, maybe?
Oh, yeah, with the hood. Yeah, you're right.
Or with a hood. It could be a Jedi robe. Could be Ben Kenobi. Coming from the Star Wars guy. From the wrong publisher.
Oh,
Artie says it's Shazam, but I think Marcelo has got this one. I don't see any other bids coming in. So thank you again, Marcelo.
Perfect. From Jeff. Jeff, tell us about this piece, Jeff.
So this is a piece, Michael McIsaac has been clearing out his collection, or not clearing it out, but reducing the size. He's now set a limit for himself. And this was a piece I picked up because I like some of the affordable modern X pieces since I can't afford burn pages. And so I thought I've enjoyed this one for a little while, and I'm going to pass it on for someone else. Thanks for the $75 bid, Rich. Tariq has come in with a $100 bid, and our clock on our end is expiring. So I think Tariq is going to just sneak it in for $100, and we're going to call it for him on the Gambit.
Thank you, Tariq, again. Oops, I did it again.
I believe that was a Britney Spears song.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I don't think that was the
not-
Beatles.
Paul Pelletier. A lot of work, a lot of nice work by Paul Pelletier. Although when I first saw this, I thought it was Bill Willingham, just for a moment there. But this is a real nice piece. Thank you, Tyler. Jeff?
Yeah, I think Tyler slid in right in front of me. But Michael Lovitz is up us both.
Hey, Michael, how are you? Mike Asbill, 150.
Tyler's back at 150.
That is the fridge girl.
There's about a second left on the YouTube stream. So I think Tyler's going to get this one at 150.
No, wait.
Actually, Mike was in first.
Oh, wait. What? Mike was in first. Yep, sorry. Yep, Mike.
Mike was in first. Do we want to hold it? Let's give it to Mike. No, Jade wasn't found in the fridge. It was Kyle Rayner's first girlfriend that was found in the fridge, wasn't it? I think so. Here's a bundle between me and CJ. So this is a Jerry Ordway.
We're gonna Tyler, thanks, but we're gonna call that last one for Mike at 150.
Yeah,
but I'm sure there's other art.
Pocket that 160, Tyler. Well, we got other stuff coming up. So yeah, this is a Jerry Ordway. I've always wanted something from him, and this was a really cool Batman. I got that from Steve Lipsky, and then CJ did some of his own art, and I bundled these together for a Batman bundle.
So let's restart the clock on 23, Tom. And Mike is deferring to Tyler for the 160. So thanks to both of you. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Tyler.
Good creepy Joker. I love that style.
And I think we had Ilya in at 75. Yep, there it is in the bottom left corner.
All right, we'll put this on the rewind. Yep.
Well, this is actually, I think, going to go to Ilya. There's still a couple seconds over on the mainstream. So we'll give that another couple. But I think Ilya is going to pick these this pair up for 75.
Oh, perfect.
And we're going to call it.
See that.
Yep. So thanks, Ilya.
Yep. And here's a bundle that Jeff and I put together. It's the Joe Staten sort of Batman family bundle. As you know, Joe created Huntress, and he also killed off Earth 2 Batman. So I put these two together. And this is
so it's an 11 by 14 Batman head sketch.
Right, and that's an 8 by 10 of Huntress. And we'll start that at 40.
Yep, I actually got the Joe Staten piece from another fundraiser from a gallery exhibit that was over on the East Coast. And Joe was live drawing during the show. And so this is one of the pieces he did.
Yeah, that was nice. I saw that it was cold.
And Ilya's got a bid in for 40. We got about 8 seconds left over in the stream as our clock in-house is expiring.
Joe talks about how when he's at these cons, the Huntress, all the girls dressed up as Huntress track him down. And now it's getting to the point that he starts yelling for them to come over. And if you, and they're all decked out. And if you look on Joe's Facebook page, you can see a lot of pictures. Here's little Joe with this giant Huntress. They're hilarious photos. I also found this photo of Joe. We're used to seeing them at the shows so often, but that's Hillary and Joe on the left. He posted that on his Facebook page recently, and that's a cover that he redrew for me last year. It was originally a Gil Kane cover, and I just really enjoy chatting with them every time I get to see them at the shows.
And I
They've been
didn't
together
want
a
to.
long time.
Yep, I didn't want to interrupt, but Ilya won the Batman Family Bundle. He's going for the
cool.
bundle packages tonight. So
That's good.
or they are.
And here's a Daredevil bundle. Jeff, you want to talk about your Luke Ross sketch?
So Luke McDonnell was
sorry.
at the same event
Yeah.
with Joe Staten. So how could you not pick up pieces from two great artists like that? So again, a 9x12 on the Daredevil sketch on the left, and Marcus has a $50 bid in.
Nice. It comes with CJ's Daredevil and Elektra, of course.
Yep. So thank you, CJ, for donating this piece.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice huntress. Gary Martin does some really, really nice work. If you look on CAF, you could see some of his stuff. Traditionally an inker, I guess, but some of his pencil work is really nice.
I do not have a COA, Marcus, for this piece, and I'm actually going to call it for you at the same time. But I do have the flyer for that event, and I will send a copy of the flyer along with it.
And CJ, if you could get Marcus a COA for your piece, that would help.
Actually, I will make a COA that says that CJ's piece is from CJ.
There you go. That'll work.
So real fast, folks. We are at 56 likes. If we get to 80,
stop the presses. Marcus has a comment. Since this is your piece, Jeff, you want to read Marcus's comment?
Okay, I will do that. But actually, Jay, why don't you go ahead and finish your comment about the Mannix giveaway?
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good.
No, go ahead.
We're actually going to do 3 Mannix full variant giveaways.
Ooh.
If we get to 80. Now, I'm going to put the hashtag in just so y'all can start putting it in. But remember, we got to get to 80 likes for this, and the hashtag is going to be "Don't Tell Nick."
All right. We've got shenanigans at foot. That's what happens when someone else takes over the studio. Okay, so
is away. Yeah, you want to read his comment?
Yeah, so why don't you go ahead and if folks are interested in the Mannix giveaway, drop the hashtag now, and that way by the time I'm done reading, you'll have entered the hashtag, and then I'll be able to see bids again. So Marcus says, Howard Chaykin Princess Leia 9x12 drawing from the pandemic era of 2021. In some sense, that time period seems like a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. It might have been one of the first times Chaykin warmed up to drawing Star Wars characters again, and they were claimed very quickly by Jeff Wedding. And I will say this was one of the first 2 drops where Howard had started to do Star Wars character sketches again. It's certainly being offered here for way below Jeff's initial cost, which it also is. This one would have required Chaykin to go off a movie likeness for Carrie Fisher that he didn't do when he first drew the Star Wars comics for Marvel. And I will add that's because they barely gave him any reference for it. So it wasn't entirely his fault. And bid or bid not, there are no cut bids. May the force be with you.
Nice. Marcus, you had a bid for 100 on this, yeah?
And I'm trying to scroll back from before. Yes, so Marcus put $100 bid on Leia.
Well, since he commented on it, it's probably only appropriate that he actually owns the piece.
Yeah. So should we clear Marcus from the art and actually?
Oh yeah, that would be
get a clock rolling.
Yeah.
See if anyone else is interested. Bob McGann is at 125.
Oh.
And if I didn't pick up several of these pieces at the time, I wouldn't be letting this one go. But
I bet. What else did you get?
Well, I got 2 Leias. My wife actually brokered a deal with Nick to get a Luke Skywalker that I really wanted that he had outbid me on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I've managed to pick up a couple pieces since Howard started doing them again. Mark Fong, 140. Thank you. Looks like the clock is getting ready to go off over in the stream. So we'll see if there's one last minute bid.
see the Chaykin pieces that Bill showed off last night?
I did.
Wow.
They are a level above what this one was.
Yeah, he must have something motivated him. He's doing
Yeah.
backgrounds and everything. Excited about
And and I think they're going to go for a lot more than Mark Fong is going to get this Princess Leia for 140.
I think so,
Congrats,
yeah.
Mark.
Yeah, Mark, thank you. All right, lot 27, another one from me, and this is a big bundle. We'll see if this has any takers. So that's a recreation I got from Nick, a Mike DiCarlo recreation of Green Lantern 40. Always one of my favorite covers. And then I had it colored by a digital colorist. I didn't like what he did, and then I went in and digitally colored it. And then I took and blew that up on a big canvas, 18 by 28.
Poster size.
Poster size, and that's a big canvas. And also, and I'm including a reader copy, which is about $75 for this condition.
Wow.
So I'm bundling all these together for the low starting bid price of $200. Now
that is quite the bundle deal there for any Green Lantern fans who are tuned in.
The DiCarlo recreation is around $400, so this is a good bundle of stuff, and I will cover the shipping as well. Anyone?
Nick, the first thing about Nick Club is don't talk about Nick Club.
Hey, look at Nick. You're going to put this in your office. I know this is one of Nick's favorite covers too.
So you're tugging at Nick's nostalgia strings.
This is Crisis 0.5. This is where Krona is introduced and how he goes back into time to create the multiverse.
And we haven't actually started the clock yet, Tom. So.
Oh, we haven't. I'm too busy talking.
So Nick's at 400. We'll see if anyone else has any interest.
I'm glad you're getting this, Nick. Hopefully. It's going to the right home. Anyone? All right, counting down.
Yep, we got about 12 seconds left over in the broadcast stream. Clock's getting down on our end, but I think Nick's gonna get a good value on this one.
Okay, fair warning. Okay, 20 more seconds. Request from Nick. Yeah, it's a good bundle of stuff. I'm just replacing it with something else I got recently. Well, Nick, you can buy it and flip it on your show. All right, everybody, thanks. Thank you, Nick. This is from Derek, Mike Collins' Dark Stars, and I know nothing about this series. Do you?
I do not.
Does anybody know anything about this series? Sorry, I didn't do my homework. I did some homework, but I ran out of time. I'm not doing a very good job of selling it, am I?
Well, this all kind of came together quick, and we had a lot of pieces coming in, both through email and private message, and people tying notes to squirrels, and it's been sort of a whirlwind, and we're just happy to be here. And,
yeah, we are.
And Nick says it was a Chris Claremont creation, so and if the professor likes it, I'm sure I'm going to like it.
Thank you, Jeff.
So, yeah, I'm not seeing any other info or any other bids coming in the chat. So, hey, great.
This is from Dave. A nice Iron Man page from 2001. But again, I didn't do my homework on these.
But if anyone likes county fairs in addition to superheroes, you've got your real combo piece there that's going to be your niche market.
That first panel is kind of nice. Oh, there's two pieces. Does that help the bid process at all? I'm actually.
Ooh, 2 for 1, basically.
2 for 1. That's a
So
good
anyone
deal.
up
It's a
for an
good
Iron
deal.
Man bundle?
It's an Iron Man bundle. All right, somebody will get it on the rewind.
Yeah, we got about 10 seconds left over on the mainstream.
Oh, and for 100. Thank you, sir.
See if anyone wants to steal it from Nick at the last second.
Oops. I went too quick. Let me go back.
Oh, so Comic Art Boston, welcome to the chat. He is going to take the number 7 piece, which did not sell, for 300.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Cab.
Cab.
He's already catching the rewind.
Yes.
Yeah, so this Mark Garland piece that's coming up.
Yep. Let's do that.
Yep. So
nice.
during the pandemic, this had been Inkwell Awards fundraiser piece that because the show was canceled because of the pandemic, it ended up going to auction on eBay. Again, still supporting the Inkwell Awards. And because that's a great cause, and I'm friends with a bunch of inkers, including Dan Parsons and all, who's one of their spokesmen. This was a Batman piece that I picked up, and Tariq is in for 30.
Cool.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I get that stray squirrel that's not Star Wars that catches my attention. So we all have them. Ilya trying to get in at the last second and gets in under the wire at 40. So I see the clock in the YouTube stream has expired, and oh, Rich just missed it. But thanks, Ilya.
Pocket that 50, Rich. We'll see if we can come up with something else.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get you something else before the end.
One second. All right. From Kavi. Look at this.
Dual sketch covers.
It's Stan Lee and Peter Parker and Mary Jane and Black Cat. From Alfred Lee.
And I don't know this artist. So
either, but
Kavi is going to have to throw in. Oh, it came in a collection that he got from someone else. And Rich has found his replacement piece.
There you go. And if you ever wanted an image of Black Cat grabbing Stan Lee's boob, here it is.
I don't know that I've ever seen Stan Lee being groped before, and I probably shouldn't say that on YouTube, but that's a unique cover right there.
I'm sure he'd be enjoying it, though.
Yeah. Well, Rich has made a good comeback in the bidding and has picked this up for $50. Thank you, Rich.
Yeah, thanks. Next up is from Larry. Jim Lawson's Venom Pool. I don't know, is this really a thing, or did an artist just do an amalgam?
I can't keep up with the way.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
But
Deadpool has spread into every crossover imaginable with that movie.
But this is a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. And it's Larry Ton, not Turn.
Oh, did I screw? Oh, sorry.
That's right. So if we had no prizes, I would hand one out.
This is probably the slide I was doing at 4 a.m.
It probably was.
We're getting to the 4 a.m. time of the
clock has expired, and I haven't seen a bid. So I think this will be one that'll go on the rewind.
Yes. From Kavi, and this is a real nice. Hey, it's Marcus.
Woo!
Woohoo!
It is our second Marcus alert.
All right, I'll try to read through this. Marcus says, Mighty Avengers number 22, page 11 by Danny Mickey. The page, I'm sure he meant to say, features Scarlet Witch, Iron Man, Doctor Strange, the Hulk. Mickey worked over blue lines of Koi Pham, What is a blue line, you may ask? Some would say it's the inker inking over a copy of the penciler's pencil art. Others may say that is an imprint you make upon people in your life, and they fill in their interpretation of who you as a person are, right? Okay, so no one says that. People aren't blue lines, but it is true that you can only be yourself, and others will fill in their impression for you. For Officer Roscoe, he would have left a bigger impact on society through his service. He would have left an impression of his bravery, sacrifice, love, and honor that we will always attribute to him. So get yourself a blue line of this superheroes that embody these same traits. Best of all, it was donated by Kavi. Well said.
All righty. So this one, I have not seen a bid yet in the chat. We have also not started our clock yet, but I'm sure that will be coming up momentarily. So I'll keep an eye out, as will Jay, who has been jumping in and giving us all that extra support that Tom and I desperately need.
Yeah.
And Kavi is offering to lower the starting bid to $50 if someone wants a great page for $50.
Thank you, Kavi.
You know, I missed out on an Iron Man page earlier.
All right. Well, I'll go to 60 because I want to mark his comment piece.
Well, Vinny's offering 75.
I'll do 80.
So we'll do a little extended time on this one since we've got two interested parties. Vinny, you want to up the bid from 80?
Do I ship overseas? We'll work it out. Anyone? I guess it's mine for 80. Outstanding. I think this will be my first Marvel piece.
Weehaw.
Weehaw. All right, let's keep going. From Tyler. This is from Hellboy. What's BPRD? I knew this when I read about it. It was the Bureau of.
Cab is offering 100 if you'd like to.
Cab, it's yours.
Defer the page.
I didn't.
Duly noted.
All right, Cab, that's yours. Thank you.
And then we'll turn our attention to the James Herron piece.
Cab, do you want this as well or instead of? Yeah, Ruben, I've got difficulty. You've seen my typos, Ruben. You've corrected them. I'm a product of Chicago Public Schools. Well,
and a lot of the exchanges were back and forth at 4 and 5 a.m. during the last week. So yeah, tired eyes. I viewed the slide deck twice and didn't catch those. So
yeah.
Look, y'all, I said it earlier in the chat. As somebody who does slides for a living with most of the shows I do, y'all are doing a terrific job. Things happen. So
yep.
Good job, guys.
Yep.
All right, where are we on this? I think we had.
I have not seen an opening bid yet on the James Herron Hellboy page.
Cab, when you said "or you will take this," did you mean the Herron piece or? Because if you want
I think Comic Art Boston is working out Kavi getting the page, the previous page to
Iron Man.
Yep, getting the Iron Man to Nick to join a cab stack at Nick's.
Got it.
Yeah, but Nick is in for 150.
Nick knows a bargain when he sees one. I didn't change the timer, so we'll just we'll end this.
Well, we haven't actually started the timer yet, so I think run our course there. And Nick says we're 9 likes away from 80. I was just going to look at.
I got 8, so we'll go with mine because it's closer.
Okay, so we got 8 more likes, folks, and then we will be able to do that triple giveaway.
Jeff, I'll. You're going to want this, Jeff, too?
I just might. We shall see.
All right. I think it's yours.
Jeff, we weren't supposed to let Nick know about the giveaway, man.
What giveaway?
Exactly.
Did you rummage around in his office to find these, Jay?
Well, it'd be pretty hard from Texas, but I got somebody on the inside.
Second to last piece, Paybacks. It's from Carl.
And a 25 starting bid. Holy smokes.
Anyone? I don't know. Anyone know? Do you know about this title? Should I Google it?
I don't know, but Tariq knows enough that he's in for a low opening bid just to get it. And thank you for donating, Tyler.
Yes.
Nick, Tariq's ahead of you. Tariq got his $25 bid in early.
Hit those thumbs up.
Yep, we've got about 10 seconds left. So we'll see if Tariq's going to walk away with this one.
Hey, if you want a good set of eyes and a nice panel, there you go.
Thanks, Tariq.
Yeah, thank you.
Tyler, you were a little slow. Sorry, buddy. But we got a couple more pieces. So
one more piece, actually.
Oh, but I think we've got a couple we could rewind to. So
if I can remember what they were, yeah. Did the Kurt Swan?
Oh, I know which ones they are. So
all right.
Yep.
Last piece, one for the kids. This is from 247 as well. There's a 24/7. How does Carl say this?
I'm not sure. Oh, and Tariq has deferred to Tyler as long as Tyler's up for it on the last piece.
If you ever wanted an opportunity to give your kids some original art, here you go.
Right.
24/7. Thanks, Nick.
24/7. And we've talked over the clock on this one. So I think we'll give this one a little extra time to see if anyone, and Tyler has confirmed he's in on number 35. All righty. So anyone interested in number 36 here from Michael Melky for $25 bid? I think Tariq is recycling his $25 on the last piece. And I don't think there's been any other interest in the chat. So Tariq, we're going to give you that one for the 25.
What were the ones that didn't sell? Was it the Kurt Swan?
So it was item 15. Which I didn't actually write down the description. And if folks want to hang around for a couple minutes, we are going to have the giveaway because we're 2 likes away. In fact, I think I've only liked on YouTube. And while Tom tries to find our number 15 item, I'm going to try to jump on over on Facebook and like it over there. Because I can like it.
Oh, yeah, was this Green Lantern?
Oh, yeah. So the Green Lantern page here, number 15, is still available with a starting bid of $150.
I will drop this to 100 if it helps.
Now with a starting bid of $100.
Thanks, number 1 Marvel fan, Tom.
Thanks, Tom. We've got one more. Like Rich is in for $100.
Hey, Rich. Thank you.
We'll give it just a second, or give it the clock. see if anyone else is interested, but I think Rich is going to get a deal here.
Yeah, thanks to everyone for showing up and letting us plow through this.
Yep, now we have 82 total, so we went above and beyond. So we're going to be
Woohoo!
doing that anyways.
So we're going to give the not giveaway that we're not talking to Nick about.
Right.
Yes, giveaway. Maybe
Giveaway.
Nick, go ahead and log off the show, please.
All right, Rich. Thank you. It's yours.
Off the show, please.
Ooh.
And remember, send us. We'll track you down, but you can track us down. Thank you, Corey. Super chat.
Yep. And so if anyone wants, YouTube will take a piece of the super chats. If you want to do more direct, you can reach out to me or Tom, and we can give you info. And that'll work.
What else? What else didn't sell? I didn't do a very good job in keeping track.
Why don't you shoot Tom or I message through our calf galleries, just so that direct method isn't floating out there on the YouTubes forever. We'll get back to you over the weekend because I'm sure we'll have an assortment of messages to catch up on and winning bidders and all to get with. And our other piece, Tom, is number 32, which was right near
Number
the end.
32. All right, let me pop that back up. Oh, that was the Dark Knight one. 1 second.
So you can either find me, Marcelo, Jeffrey Wedding on Comic Art Fans, and you can email me through my gallery, or you can find Tom McDonald through his gallery, and email us both there.
Did you say number 32?
Number 32.
Wow.
So it was right before the second Marcus.
Oh, the
Yes, that's the one.
Venom Pool.
The Venom Pool.
I'd buy this, but I'm not really a Marvel guy, as many know.
Hey, Mark, we are hoping that we can do Venmo or Zelle or some other payment plan to avoid the PayPal fees. But if that's what you are comfortable with, just get a hold of us.
Thanks, CJ. Nobody will take Venom Pool, huh?
I don't know. Venom Pool seems to
from Larry Turn.
Ian, everything has been claimed now except for this piece with Venom Pool. So this is the last piece remaining.
All right, I will drop the bidding price to 100 and make up the difference.
Okay, so anyone interested in this piece for 100? And Nick says that he's going to have some more art available with proceeds going. And Ian is taking the Venom Pool. Actually, Rich put in 100 first, which I just saw get highlighted from Jay. So, Ian, do you want to put in a counter offer, or shall we let Rich have it at 100?
Yeah, from Larry Turn.
Larry Turn.
125 from
Rich? Well, Rich had the $100 bid. Ian's going for 150. So we'll give Rich a second to see if
a lot of work that went into this thing.
Yeah, see if Rich wants to do a counter bid. Again, we have our lag, but I think we'll call this one. So thanks for jumping in there, Jewish Dragons.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And Rich came in just behind my calling it. Sorry, Rich. I know you've already got a couple good pieces tonight, so you're not going home empty-handed. And we've been able to spread it around a little bit. So thanks a lot, everybody.
Yeah. And we'll total up what the total, event raised as we go through the stream.
Yeah, we'll get a short recap
know.
together with those details that we can get to Nick, and then he can let everyone know next week.
Yeah, we'll turn the show back over to the pro next week.
That's right.
But thanks for spending your Friday, your Valentine's Day with us. Oh gosh. So if there's a extra special person, please go spend some time with them. And if you don't have one, go find one.
That's right. Tonight's a good night to go do that.
It is. Jay, as always, you're a rock star.
Thank you so much, guys. This was a lot of fun and sellout.
Woohoo!
To that.
That is awesome. I still have the link, I believe, for Officer Roscow's where you can directly donate. Do you want me to post that in the chat or?
Yeah, you could do that.
I just ask folks if they do donate via that route to shoot me or Tom an email, because that I think is going to be an electronic transfer to a bank account. But since we're kind of tracking what's coming out of the comic community for Daryl, if you just want to shoot us an email and let us know what you sent that way, we'll just sort of add it to our rolling total in addition to what we did here on the show tonight with the sales.
And Jeff, you talked to Daryl, yeah?
Yeah, I talked to Daryl last on Tuesday. They were still doing a lot of prep work. The memorial service was yesterday in Las Vegas. Officer Roscoe is going to be buried in Illinois, where the rest of his family's at.
Yeah, I saw that.
But most of this, I think, is going to be directed to his two sons, who I believe are ages 3 and 8. They're going to try to set up a scholarship fund with all the proceeds that come in. That'll end up going to the two boys. So
yeah, you never know. The money we have here, put together here, if it compounds 10 to 15% for 10 or 15 years, it would cover a car, cover school books, part of a tuition.
And I see Jewish Dragons is deferring to Rich if Rich would like the Venom pool. So Rich, if you want to let us know, I can make that adjustment on my tracking list. And then I think Rich is in for it. So thank you, Ian. Thanks, you, Rich. Guys. So number 32, the Venom pool is going to go to Rich Donnelly.
Well done, everyone.
And then I think Jay has the super secret giveaway still.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
sure do. I'm gonna give you folks a few more precious seconds. You can't tell Nick about this, folks. You can't. Like, he'll find out. He'll call me later. He's got my number. So we're gonna do it. I got my plant in the dynamite office.
But we're gonna not tell Nick now, so Jay can have a quiet weekend and not hear about it until next week. Because Nick won't notice that these are missing from his sock drawer.
Nah, he's got so much stuff. He's not going to notice a few pieces.
He does have a lot of stuff.
Well, all right, folks, we are drawing 3 times for these, and Nick will probably show up with them next week. But don't worry, I'm going to write your names down just so he knows. But fill out. I'm going to actually. You know what I'm going to do? Let me put up the dynamite form. So if you win, that'd be good.
Fill out the form.
Yes, please fill out the form.
Yep. So if you're going to be one of the winners on the 3 giveaways, please fill out the form.
Yes, it really helps Amy out a tremendous amount. So.
Yep. And if you're a winner and you want to reach out to me or Tom over the weekend, that'd be great. And otherwise, we'll try to connect back to you come Monday or so.
All righty, folks, here we go. We're drawing for the first one. Good luck.
See, TJ has experienced Amy before. We do not. We want to keep Amy as happy as we can. And Vinny Barbarino, congrats. Hopefully Vinny is still in the chat.
What?
And or
where?
Yes.
He will catch the rewind.
Yes. Please fill out the form as soon as you can. It just makes it easier to make sure you can get your prize. And like I said, next week on the art show, That'll probably be when Amy makes Nick bring them in to show you what you actually won. But these are going to be Mannix foil covers. So, all right, here we go. Here's drawing number 2.
Kenneth Bird, a regular on the EXP chat group.
Absolutely, Kenneth. If you're still in, congratulations, boss. I'm going to keep saying it, keep repeating myself. Please fill out the form. And here we go with the last one.
That's right. These Mannix foil covers will be shipping from the EXP folks. So definitely fill out the form so Amy can get your contact info. And Marcus. Marcus was the man behind the giveaways on our end and then wins a giveaway himself. Congrats.
We need to figure out who won the Marcus comment contest. We'll do that as well.
So we will figure that out as well and then get back to those winners.
Yeah, if you can see up at the top where there's a live and a starred chat, I'm pretty positive I starred every single one of the numbers. So they all should be in that list to try to make it a little bit easier for you.
Hey, and
thank you, sir.
We did this in 90 minutes. Ruben would still be on his second piece of art.
Well, depending on how busy the chat was, he might still be welcoming people.
Yeah, he could still be doing that.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ruben, real fast, so I don't forget, like I did last week, and again, I know Ruben says it's okay, but I still apologize that I forgot. Don't forget, Ruben's show. Let me grab that link.
Who's going to be on with our favorite Stingray?
You know, Stingray's just kind of he's been everywhere lately.
Every time I turned a corner at OAX, I saw Stingray.
I know. I don't know if there's clones of him out there or
possibly.
It's like
that'll be a question that we can ask on Sunday when he's on with Ruben. And Jay, I apologize because I'm not Nick and I haven't memorized the entire catalog of shows for every day of the week.
No need to apologize because I don't do that like Nick does.
Right. So I'm just going to tell everyone in the chat to just continue to check back to your channel for all the great live programming that you guys do.
Exactly. Like at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, come join the folks at Comics Unlimited for Friday Night Live.
Perfect. The party will continue tonight.
You go to YouTube and you subscribe and you turn on the alerts, then you just get reminders right on your phone.
It makes it easy.
Yep. All right. Can we get into our Valentine's Day now?
I think so. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Tom.
Absolutely.
Thank you, everybody.
Everyone, again, big shout out to Jeff and Tom. Y'all really did an amazing job. I'm not just saying that. Like this is not easy stuff to do. So everybody give them, I would say, a round of applause, but they're not going to hear it. But just say thank you in the chat. Y'all been doing that all night. But like big shout out to the two of you. This is a great thing you do.
Thanks everybody for your patience as we try
and continued patience as we then work out contacting everybody and collecting payment and shipping.
Yeah.
But we will get it. We promise.
Yeah. But thanks, everyone. Good night.
Have a great weekend.
Take care, everyone.
Hey, Jeff.
Join the party. Head over to our link tree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.